Hello guys, and in this video we'll be creating our first TypeScript program. So just open your favorite text editor and we'll get started. So in the previous video I made a video for using Visual Studio Code. If you have that installed you can follow along with me. If not, you can just try to do what I'm doing here in your own text editor. So open up Visual Studio Code. So to create your new project file, so I'll just say open folder there, and then you can create your new folder wherever you want. So I have mine created there, so I'll go into my TypeScript folder and open it there. So you have, let me delete, your folder should be empty where it is, so let me do that. So you have an empty starting point. So there's some couple of shortcuts here. So I'm on a Mac, so it's telling me toggle terminal. It's this control plus tilde, and then not tilde, a tick. Yeah, F5 for debugging. And if you want to show all commands that Visual Studio Code has, you can have this. You can use these shortcuts here. These shortcuts will be different in your one if you're using a Windows machine or a Linux machine. So just look at the shortcuts there. So I'm going to toggle terminal here. So which is on the Mac, it's control plus the tick. So it opens up this this part here where you can see, okay, where you are in your folder. So here this path here corresponds to the workspace that we have here. So this TypeScript folder is found there on your machine. So you'll see it differently on your Windows machine or your Linux machine. So to be able to create your files, you can click on that. There, search create a new file, and there it's to create a new folder. And there it's like sometimes when you create your files or your folders, they don't instantly appear here, and if you click on that, it'll refresh and you'll be able to see them. So let's create our first file. So we'll call it hello. So a TypeScript file is has an extension of TS. So if I go .ts, you'll see Visual Studio Code change the icon of the file there. So a .ts file is a TypeScript file. So in .ts files, we'll be able to create our TypeScript programs. So just want to click enter there. So to be able to, if you like with the way my icons are, the icon is shown here. Let me just so you can go, I think it's here. Yeah, you go to extensions and I think I'm using great icons. So I have this guy installed. So you can install this guy for yourself, and just to be able to use it, I think Shift Command P. So it's just Shift Alt P on your Windows machine. So there, if you just type icon, so it said activate VS Code icons, or so you'll see the one you just installed there. So let's just see if we type in. Great, nothing matches. Let's see. Yeah, I think you should be able to find it there. I don't know why I'm not finding it. But yeah, we'll go through extensions in a later video where I can show you how to install, and it doesn't matter now at this point. So it doesn't matter what the icons look like. So yeah. So in TypeScript we have some built-in tools or methods, objects, like the ecosystem of TypeScript. There are some things that are already done for you, so that you don't have to do them yourself from scratch. So there's this thing called console. So I typed console there, and then you can see there's some suggestions that VS Code is making for me. So I can just click on there. So the console has a couple of things in it. So, but for now, we'll be using the log function in the console. So to be able to access that, we just go dot, and you see it has different options you can choose from here. We'll go through some of them in this course, but now we'll be starting off with the log. So what we're doing here, what we want to achieve is we want to print something back to us when we run the program. So that's what this function does. So you go console.log, and to run a function in TypeScript, you have your open brackets there. So if I save that there, so in the previous video when we installed NodeJS and TypeScript onto our machines, we saw the tsc command. So the tsc command is our TypeScript compiler. So now we have this code here that we just wrote, and we want to be able to run it. So to be able to do that, we have to compile our TypeScript program. So to be able to do that, we have tsc. So we want to compile this hello folder there. So if you just go tsc space and you go hello.ts and you type. So if you look at that, something just happened here. So it created a file here with the same name, but the extension is changed. It's called hello.js. And if we open that thing there, the code in there is the same as the code in there. Well, this is a very simple program, so this is expected. So once we have different programs and much larger programs, the code will be quite different. So the reason for this is, so to be able to run our hello TypeScript program, we run it via Node, but Node is not able to run TypeScript programs. So what TSC does, it compiles our hello.ts file into a hello.js file, and now we can run the JS file, because Node.js can run a JS file, which is a JavaScript file. So now if I go node hello.js, let me start with the ts. So hello.ts, nothing happened. I'll explain why. So it should be the same result if I run the JS one, because it's a very simple program. So once things get more advanced, this command here, like node hello.ts, will fail. So you see nothing happened though when we ran our program. It's because, let me go back there. It's because we didn't we said console.log, and we said, okay, log this, but in here we are actually logging nothing. So we want to be able to log something back to the screen. So to be able to do that, you have you press that, which is they're called strings, which are your inverted commas. So they represent a string in JavaScript and TypeScript. So now if I go hello TypeScript, so I'm telling it to print this back onto the screen. So I'm going to go and save that. And then we're going to compile it. And then now we look into the folder again. So now that has changed. We only changed that file, but after compiling it, it compiles to the same thing. Like I said, this will be different in the future. I will show you. So now if I go node hello.js and go enter, so we see that hello TypeScript has been printed onto the screen. So yeah, so we just wrote our first TypeScript program. So we'll be getting into more things in the next video. Thank you.